What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sunday Shaving Savage. As always, I'm your host, Mark Roberts, and today you guys are in for a special treat. If I had a sponsor, this is where my sponsorship would normally come in, something like, use Gillette, the best a Macho Man can get. Or maybe, step into a Slim Jim before you shave. But I don't have a sponsor, so we're just gonna go straight into it. This comes from an old school wrestler named Dirty Dutch Mantel, which is a fantastic name if you're an old school wrestler. This was back in the late 70s in Nashville, Tennessee, as opposed to Nashville, Florida. Macho Man and Rip Rogers, which is another old school wrestler, they just got done doing a wrestling match in Nashville. And right after the match, they got really hungry. So they started cruising around. It's a really hot summer day in Nashville, and they were looking for anywhere to eat that was still open. Well, of course, got a lot of neck beard going on. Well, of course, the only place that was open, Waffle House. It's not really too busy, so they sit down at the first table they can find, and this waitress comes up, and she's all like, what can I get ya? And Macho Man's probably just like, can I get some waffles, maybe hash browns, blueberry waffle would be fantastic right about now. While she's asking for their order and she's taking it down, this guy comes in. Well, we come to find out later, he's actually the cook, or one of the cooks at the Waffle House. He goes, hey guys, guess what? I just got married. And then everybody runs over to greet him, right? Including the waitress who's taking Macho Man's order. Now, can I get a cup of coffee? Excuse me, ma'am. She's like, oh my God, you got married. Where are you going on your honeymoon? And this whole crowd gathers around him. Ma'am, I just asked for a cup of coffee. And so Macho Man and Rip Rogers are literally just still sitting at the table. Hey, what about my cup of coffee? Now, they let this continue for a while, I guess, letting them have their greetings and all that stuff. And man, I got a lot going on there. But finally, Macho Man, in his infinite hunger, gets up and he's like, hey, who gives up? Well, now the cook, who's embarrassed and just brought his new bride into his place of work in front of his colleagues, he goes, you better give up. Well, of course, Macho Man answers back, well, I don't. So then the cook and Macho Man are starting to have a straight up brawl in this Waffle House in Nashville. Bring it on, brother. I want my coffee. And they're fighting in front of the jukebox. And I imagine this is the late 70s, so it's probably like Leonard Skinner's Sweet Home Alabama playing on the jukebox. Oh yeah, Sweet Home Alabama. While they're just throwing lefts and rights and punching. The cook realizes he's in a fight he can't win. So, from out of his pocket, he brings a knife. Now, the Macho Man is very macho, but is he gonna fight against somebody that's brandishing a knife? The answer is no. So he jumps behind the counter at the Waffle House and he grabs the first knife he can get his hands on. So somebody inevitably calls the cops while they're having this showdown right at the Waffle House. And the sirens hit. Everybody starts running, including the cook. So now it's just Macho Man standing there. And he looks down at his knife, right? And he's all intense. And he realizes it's a butter knife. And the cops basically know Randy Savage at this point. And they say, hey man, we know you got a lot going on here. Just come with us down to the station. We'll book you. Just take it easy. Calm down. Well, he's still mad because he didn't get his waffle or his coffee. So he's not gonna calm down. He's not gonna go willingly. I ain't going. And that's when they bring out the dogs. So according to Dutch Mantel, he sees Macho Man a couple of weeks later. And that's when Randy Savage is telling him this whole story. And then he says, check this out. And he literally pulls down his Macho Man trunks and shows his butt cheek meat. And on his butt is a 6 to 8 inch dog bite. So he got bit, he got arrested, he got into a scrap. in the Waffle House in Nashville. And if you can imagine, all those Waffle Houses have like windows all the way around. So can you imagine the people in Nashville driving by and getting to witness a free Macho Man brawl with probably a 130-pound Waffle House cook? That'd be pretty crazy. I mean, that's worth the price of admission. And that's just one of like billions of stories like that. You guys stay tuned. Thanks so much for all the support. This will continue as long as you guys continue to support me. And by that, I mean like maybe 1 or 2 likes on Facebook or YouTube. And that's all it takes until these guys start sponsoring me.